All right, now that I got my ceiling train going and the garden railway is going, I just have a few modifications for that. Let's turn our attention back to this little HO scale I've got here, this little tiny one. Now the idea was to fill this room with this railroad, but I got distracted as usual. And I also have a pinball machine here, which doesn't help. But the main thing was how to connect one end to the other. You notice I just have this slanted area here, and I have these turnouts, one here and one over there, that the idea was to go this way and connect with something. And what I decided to do, you notice I have these brackets. I also have a heater here, so I need to allow heat to rise up in the winter when I'm working on this. So what I've done is I finally figured out a way to incorporate the beautiful wooden trestle that my uncle had given me, that he had made for his layout. And it's right here. And what I did is I put those brackets in, and this fits perfectly right over those brackets. And I'll screw that in. And it looks a little odd floating there in the middle of nothing, but it at least allows the heat to circulate. And what I'll do is I'll bolt this into those brackets, and then the track can run right across here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up on this side, and I'm going to do what I see almost every model railroader setup do. Rather than make a gigantic table like this, which is a little hard to work on when you have to get back into the corners, I'm just going to make a strip that goes around here so I can run two tracks. And then over here, I'll open it up a bit and have it come around, but then go back. So I don't have an enormous amount of room to work with. This is a fairly small room, but I think that will give me a nice longer layout, and I'll be able to put some nice scenery against this wall. I'll have to move a lot of this stuff, obviously. And then I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with my pinball machine, because it certainly won't fit in here anymore. But that, I will cross that bridge when I get to it. But here we go, starting another adventure. I added a little extension piece onto here, just so it mates up with the edge. So when the track comes around, there won't be a gap here. And I also went back to the good old 3D printing, and just for ha-has, I created a whole set of these fence pieces, little railings with a little walkway. And I'm going to screw these into here just to give it some sort of verisimilitude. You know, they'll go on either side here. So that's my project right now, is just screw these in. And when that's done and those are all attached, then I can go ahead and screw from the base of the brackets and make that nice and sturdy. And the trestle will be ready to go. There we go. All those little handrails are done. Fits perfectly there. And now I just gotta start putting the cork down. That's gonna go around for the surface, cork there, and then start laying the track.